always seem to have the upper hand when it comes to spiritual practices. Take, for instance, the East, where they have the mystical blending of traditional yin and yang. The principle of yin and yang is that all things exist as inseparable and contradictory opposites. Today's text inspires another imagining of coexisting and the inseparable nature of light and dark, or, as I like to call it, the unknown shadow of the Messiah. For John told us the world came through him, but the world did not know him. Now, for those who zoned out after he was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was God in the beginning, you're not alone. It's okay. The author of John loves to play with words, and thus it is fitting that he introduces his book with a fantastic, though trying, wordsmith dance. One theologian sees this intro as the very first step of the Trinity's waltz through the beginning and end of creation. She was so struck by the wordplay, she named her book Dancing with God, the Trinity from a Womanist Perspective. Regardless of his grandeur, if not for John, we would be lost without the prophetic and imagery of inheritance. Thanks to the author, we know that Jesus gave power to humanity. This is a power born not of blood, or of the will of the flesh, or of the will of man, but of God. God embedded power into the soul of humanity, inherited not by our doing or what we own, what we devour or what we take, but simply bestowed by the God who was emulated by the Messiah, who was an oxymoron and a paradox. Or as John taught, the Messiah created, but was also created. The Son of Man was also the Son of God. Christ was in the beginning, yet Christ is also with us now. Jesus dined with those in the dark as well as those who are in the light. From the wisdom of Rabbi Freeman, we learn, where darkness meets light, and the two embrace, there you will find God. He continues, in a time yet to come, the light and dark shall meet and know one another in perfect union. At that nexus, we will see the one who creates all things. In the meantime, we have a glimpse, for this is the human being, a breath of the divine within a material body, light and darkness face to face within a single being. Or, as author of Harry Potter J.K. Rowling puts, we've both got light and dark inside of us. What matters is the part we choose to act on. That's who we really are. The students hear me say this all the time, and this is the fullest measure of my theology and the only hill I believe worth fighting on. Whether or not your theology includes a heaven or hell post-life on this earth, the only true symbol of a Christian is this. Does your daily life, with all of the decisions made throughout all of the hours, reflect an empowerment that says you choose to create heaven on this earth? Or does your daily life, with all of the decisions made throughout all of the hours, reflect an empowerment that says you choose to create hell on this earth? From the fullness of time, we have received what John calls a true light that enlightens all. This light symbolizes the power to create and beautify this world. It is a power that never runs out, and there is plenty to go around. Yet we live in a time that believes in what Walter Brueggemann and Father Richard Rohr call a myth of scarcity. This scarcity shrinks us to believe that there is a right and a wrong, a black and a white, a light versus darkness mindset that contradicts the swirling of the divine that Rabbi Freeman taught us when he said that when light and darkness embrace, there you will find God. Father Rohr puts it this way. We have to be willing to let go of, that's just the way it is. There is the way we choose to act and what we choose to do and make of circumstances. The belief that we need to possess more is the driving force from which war and violence, corruption and exploitation of our earth. In a campaign to gain, we often pursue our goals at all costs, even at the risk of destroying whole cultures and peoples. He concludes with, for generations, the myth of scarcity protected and emboldened institutionalized racism, sex discrimination, and social and economic discrimination against other ethnic and religious minorities. To put bluntly, we demonize the side that does not look or act like us, regardless of what side of the aisle that we're on. And the crazy thing is, we make God to look like us, regardless of what side of the aisle that we're on. No one has ever seen God. It is God, the only Son, who is close to the Father's heart, who has made him known. The yin and yang of our faith is this. We do not know God on the one hand, but on the other, we know the hope of God for creation, because the one who is in his image is also made into our image, took on flesh, all the while acting like the divine lover of our souls. This Messiah, our Christ, empowers us with the full extent of God's creating abilities. We create heaven or hell every day by the actions that we choose to act out on, or the actions that we choose to withhold. The image, sacrifice, service, and love of Jesus, these are the revelations of God given to us. We are now tasked with the duty to take that image and mold our lives around it. This day, I hope that we can take the image of opposition from our minds and instead do the hard and taxing work of finding the both-and God. This God is vastly more than our current understandings of binary truths. This God reaches across the aisle and demonstrates love to all. This God calls us to be more. We are creators, visionaries, poets, and artists, and we are the ones who have inherited the task of beautifying our world. It's not really a gift, but it's a duty that can be a hell of a lot of fun. Embrace your call to create. Embrace your call to destroy what harms. Embrace yourself and each other. As 2018 leaves us and 2019 brings all of its possibilities, my prayer for us is that we take up our duties as co-creators of life and beauty. And I pray that we will remember the abundance of the true light that enlightens all. So, what are you going to create? I pray that it's heaven. Amen.